Hi guys, I'm Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video. Today I created this whole scene in UE5 Niagara, and if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe. If you like this video tutorial, please like, share and comment, and let's start this tutorial.
CGHOW. CGHOW.
First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. So UE5 and this folder, empty folder, and this is the reference. Actually, I found out Pinterest, but this is the DeviantArt link. So original post is from this guy, Asur Misoy. I don't know, guy or girl. Okay, so this is the reference. I'll put the link in description, and I'll try to match this. Not exactly same, but we will try to create similar effect in for UE5 Niagara. And okay, so now first we need a label. So new label, and I'll just use this default. Okay, it's not showing that open world map. I don't know why it was showing before. Okay, but I'll use this map. Okay, so save this. Okay, this is our map. I'll just make this bigger, very big planar, and I'll apply a floor material, basic gray color. Why it's not searching? Okay, and I will also put a sequencer so we can animate the camera slightly if we want. So I'll create a level sequencer. Okay, and then I'll create a camera. And now this is our camera view and this is our perspective view. Okay, so for now I'll just make this 20 focal length, and now we will create FX. So first what we need actually it is a hill area. We need these mountains here, and but we will work on particles only, so we will start from creating these rocks first, then we will create this beam. So let me search if I have a similar rock or not, and let me create an fx here. Fx, open this, and now let me search the rock, static mesh. So these are the rocks I have, and it's not what I needed. So I'll go here on this add button. Why this is freezing too much? Okay, and Quixel bridge, and I'll drag it here. Let me search rock here. I think this type will work. No, this type actually. Let me search more if I'll not found. Yeah, this is also good. So I will download this one. This one. I think this is cool. You can directly drag your models into viewport and it will download it, or you can just download and add. Like you can just directly click and drag it here, it will download, and you can also download from here. It's downloading just, and now add to the project. So this is a rock. So I will use this rock here in this effect. So I will use as a mesh render. Then here we need a mesh, and this is a rock we have downloaded. Cool. So just select this rock here and here, like this rock here, and I'll use this once, and instead of spawn rate I'll use spawn burst. Shader is compiling actually, that's why it's taking time. Let me pause the video. Oh, it's just compiled. So spawn burst, maybe 100 particles, 50 particles for now, and I don't need a gravity. Or and in sphere location I'll use sphere and maybe radius 0.5 hemisphere, and I don't need gravity and all thing. And let me increase the sphere. Okay, cool. And now I want these to rotate to the sphere normals. So I will use initial mesh orientation, and here orient to vector, and connect this to shape normal. So I'll just type normal. It will show you the shape normal. These are all rotated how I wanted. And then here random uniform size, because some are very long. See? So which axis? Not this one, X. So I'll just make it 3 maybe. And here I will use random rotation on one axis. Let me check which axis I want. Either it will be X. It will be X. Let it compile first. So yeah, this is X I want. So I'll just make this rotation on X randomly. Okay. So here I will make this local space and rename this rock and drag into the viewport on the 0. And see, this is very small, so I'll just make this bigger and spawn rate maybe 500. And why it's dying? Life should be infinite. Okay. And it's still very big area. Maybe 2000. And then size, I'll just make it 10 times bigger. So 3 will be 30, 2 will be 20, 1 will be 10. For now, yeah. And I'll make it now 3, 3, and 10, 10, and maybe 25. Yeah, it is something. And I'll select my camera. Let me check the camera. I think this is enough. This is fine. Okay, so we got our rocks. We will tweak the size a little bit more. 6, maybe 10, 3. For now, let it be. So we got our rocks first. And there's a light in center. That's why they are shadow. You can see like this. So I'll just drag a point light onto the center. Scale the radius and then increase the intensity. Maybe 500 and select your FX and turn on the shadow like this. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, and now this ground should also have rock material. So we can use the same material we have on rock, but I'll search a material. There's lots of good material you can see here. So I think this one is fine. So here we have this material. Let it compile. And I'll select this and apply it here. And it has this style issue because our ground is too big, although we can make it smaller. 50, 50. Yeah, this is fine and this can work. We don't need to change material. And this is not the proper rock material. It has this foliage. I think we need to take another one. Let's try this one. Yeah, this is fine. And I'll make my ground 60, 60. And then, yeah, this is fine for now. I'll edit my camera. Not this much. I think this much. And I'll increase this sphere even more. Then spawn rate. It's fine. 15, 15, 20. This is fine now. Okay, so next things, it has this crack here in the ground, then this beam, and I have already these type of stuffs I can reuse. So let me just find the crack. It's not working properly. I don't know. Mm, mhm. Let me just find textures. Not this one. I had one, but I don't know why it's not showing that texture. Let me just search it. So I found this old effect and it has that crack I can use. So I'll just open this. I have already tutorial on this if you want. So glow trails, bullet, speed, black, sphere, spark, flash, hit mark. Yeah. So I'll just copy this and I'll show you how it's working. So I'll copy this, close this effect, and in my rock effect, I'll just paste it. So it has some issues, errors because this has done in old version of Niagara and now I'm using the newer version. So for here, I'm using a mesh renderer and I have a planer. Then I have this material. So this is the texture I'm using, this one. And then I'm powering it and multiplying it with black body. So it's giving me that red color. It's taking time to, right now value is very low here. And if I preview this one and increase the black body up to maybe 4000, it will show you that color. See, turning orangish. So I'll just make it one. So very basic material, just black body and this texture and the normal. So I'll close it and UE5 is working very slow for me at least. I don't know why. And here I am just spawning one particle and it has this random mesh size and then this is dynamic parameter for glow. But I will edit it. So what I need, I don't need this random rotation. I don't need sphere location. I don't need sprite and I don't need rotation here. So I will just make this uniform so it will fix that error. So basically now I have one particle because this effect is I'm going to make this static or maybe I can do some animation in this later, but for now this will be static. So now I have just one particle and I'll use the ones and then use the life infinite. And also size I will use a static size maybe 20. I don't need these parameters, so I will delete. And also I will delete this. Okay, I think let me just pause my backup. Maybe that's why it's very slow. Okay, so I have just this one particle and in dynamic parameter this is glow. I'm using 2020 value, but I will use just 2000 here because I am not animating anything. Oops, one extra zero. Okay, so how it will look in viewports. Let it save. Let me check my performance. Everything's fine. Why is taking time? Right. Okay, so I have this and in viewport because I moved this down, so that is under the ground. So I will move this up. It's not showing, so let me increase the size. Not this much. This much. Yeah, now it's visible. And it's on ground. It need to be local. Yeah, so I'll just place it on ground. And why it's it will be there forever. And it is very big, so I'll make it smaller now. 20. Yeah, fine. Fine in view in this camera angle. It is fine. Now I need to create the beam that I will create from scratch. So in this effects, I'll just duplicate this hit mark, copy and paste. And this will be our beam. And I have a cylindrical beam shape already. See this type. But I need a material very flat color. So I'll just make M beam. Nothing, just particle color for now. Maybe I will add it later. And I'll just use it here. Let me make the color. Not changing color because we have also color here. So now this is, it should be longer. So I'll use vector 20, sorry, 20, 20 and how much I want that we will decide. It's just going out of the screen. So let it be longer and 10, 10. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this camera angle is fine now. Yeah. Yeah, this one is fine. I like it. Okay, so now we need things around this, and this is still very, no, it's fine. And then we need these, rings around it. So for that, We need a disk mesh and a material. So I'll make a material M ring, and we need a mesh. So I'll just search in my all static mesh and disk. Okay, so first disk I will just use it here, and then press T. I'll take aura texture. I have these aura textures, and this is how it looks on this disk. And then I need texture coordinate, mask. If I preview, you can see the mask. So I need this green channel, then sign for both side gradient. I'll make it 2, and then press E for power, and I can increase the power to make it thinner. This, then we can multiply these together. Stop. Okay, and with the tiling, if I make it 0.1, oh sorry, in here, this noise, this aura. So this is making these type of rings with random tiling. 0.1 is too much. 0.2, 3, and also this should cut from here because you can see these half rings, or you can use like it. So it is up to you. We can randomize that. So basically, here I will make a parameter for random tiling, dynamic parameter tile, then particle color, and this is I will multiply this with this, and emissive. I'll use it translucent, yeah, lit two-sided, and then multiply it. Save. So now in FX, I'll copy this, the beam, paste it here, and let's call it ring. And first we need that disk mesh. So already have in search. I need to figure out the solution why it's working very slow when I'm making tutorial. Otherwise I work on in UE5, it doesn't freeze at all. But when I'm making tutorial, it's freezing. I don't know why. So now what we got this ring. So first I will use some particles, like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 12 particles, let's say 15 particles. Then I'll select this and search here position, drag it here, and then break this. See, that break thing is gone in UE5. So if you want to break this, you need to make convert to the position, then break, and then you need to multiply the z direction with execution index, and then same time again. And this time, what is using? See, it's taking that graphics, and see, we have this thing. So now with the beam turn on, we'll check how much we need. Okay, and also let me increase the alpha, so it will be a little harder, and make it 1. Okay, so and now I want to scale it. So for that, what I'll do, take a scale mesh, make this float, and then multiply it, or you can, yeah, you can use curve if you want, and then here you can use execution index, and see, it's already working, and I can just reverse this thing, and these are little big, then smaller, then very big. So these are like 1, then becoming very smaller, and then becoming very bigger. You can also use curve to smooth this. So we have similar type of thing, and to reduce the height. And this is very faded. I need little sharper. So to make that little sharper, I will just use a multiply here. And after multiply, I use saturate. So it will go here, 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 and this will be here. Multiply. So now here multiply value is 0 by default, and I will increase it so little, but this is also becoming very thick. So I will make a parameter of this also, power, so I can decrease that thickness. So now refresh, and with this power I can decrease that again, but my texture is not showing that noise texture. Oh, why I put 2000 here? It is actually tiling. So I will make actually separate X5, or let me just check. Let it be. Okay, and this will be orangish, and then I need random rotation. So I will take initial mesh orientation, and instead of random, make it none, then randomize it on axis, on z axis only. And also in scale, I will randomize this scale curve little bit, so there will be randomization. So 1 and zero point 0.8 and 1.2. So there is also some randomization. Okay, but this doesn't look cool like this. It is different things. Let me close this, figure it out. So instead of this, no, let me use this. Let it actually, this multiply value I will decrease. Yeah, now it is something what I needed. And I will also make this tiling random from 0.5 to 4. So 0.5 to 5. Okay. And this power is 1000 now. So we can also randomize it to from like I'll make it 2 and from 50 to 200 maybe 50 to 200. So now we have this layer and this is all bright, so I will make this also bright. I'll make the alpha 1 and make it bright, maybe 1. And this is my full scene now. So this thing is not visible properly because my sky is very bright, but here the lighting is different. So Control L and just change the lighting, or just select your light here and press F. I'll just rotate this and then update the lights so now it's visible. And also we can use exponent height for 0.5, 0.2. It's a little darker, but yeah, actually it is very dark. Let me just reset this and then, oops, not this, exponent. This much. Okay. And we need some rocks around it. So instead of this, I think I will use a different mesh. I have a ground mesh, static ground, this mesh. So I will drag this here in viewport and on 0, and I'll increase the size maybe 100, 200, 500. So you can see we have now ground, rocky area, and we can apply the same material that we have on our floor. So I'll just browse this and apply this here. So we have now rocky thing. And also let's know this later. Not this ground, okay, down. But still it's very confusing. This is very clean. So first my point light, where's my point light? I'll make this red slightly reddish. Now things clear. And in sequencer, I'll select this and I'll use the tracking and use that FX for my focus. And then I will use path, make it infinite. I can also edit these bloom. Let's reset this. And global. And shadow. Yeah, things are now visible. And one thing, these rocks has just a flat color. So if I just instead of this material, let me browse uh, this material. I will override a material here and use a basic gray color I have already, floor, like this. So I need actually flat color, so I'll make a material M rocks and T. I'll take a blur noise and particle color. Use it here and roughness will be 1 and 0 specular. I'll use this material here for my rock and we can change the color from here. To saturate and that noise pattern, uh, so I will use M and tiling. Come on. So dynamic parameter connect here. This is for tile. Just save. And dynamic parameter 0 to I will not use 0. I will use very low value 0.01 to 0.2. So they are random and they have that reddish color. And this point light I will desaturate a little bit. Actually, what I need some rocks to visible here. So I'll just duplicate this mesh and make it like 100 maybe. Turn on the camera and I will put it here and then rotate it like this. So these are visible here also. Then we have some rings around the ribbon. So just need to duplicate this ring, copy and paste. And in scale, it will be actually, uh, we don't need to use curve here. I'll just reset this and make a float and uniform 0.2, 0.3, 0.2, and then initial rotation randomize in all axes. See, so we have around the, and we can increase the spawn rate like this. So we have around it. I'll just make it 0.1, 0.2. So we have around that, and yeah, we can add lots of things on it. So what else we can do? We can animate this whole effect like this. So let's say we have 200 frames. Okay. So at first frame, my Niagara, let me add transform, and in the rotation we need to change the yaw. So I'll put the key here, and on last frame 360, and make this. It's very fast, so you can just make this like 90 degree. Still very fast, maybe just 5 degree. 10. Still very fast. I think 5 is enough. And also in this rock, I will add update mesh rotation, and if I play, yeah, axis is right, but the rotation rate is very high. So I will use 0.1 minus 0.1 like this. And what else you can do? Let me this hit mark, I will move it little up. Let's use your shape location or any location. And make this 0, and it has this offset slightly up. Yeah, now we can see better. And we had this beam material, very simple beam material. So here what we can do, we can take aura texture, pan it very fast, and sorry, pan. And first, where's my beam? This one. So I will preview this mesh in material and connect it here. And now pan it fast, -3. And then multiply it with vertex normal. Then multiply it again. Maybe 5. Let's check how it looks. Yeah, we can make this even more. I'll make dynamic parameter or just put 20 here, maybe. That's enough. Yeah, that's enough. So now we have motion here. And here I want some particle motion. So I will create an emitter. I'll take the fountain. So we have fountain here. In the shape, I will use torus. And instead of this, I'll take velocity from point and drag it little down. I don't need gravity. And now particle going up. We have already dragged. And I'll make this GPU and local. And then of course we need lots of particles. And then kernel noise. This is really taking time. It's just making my tutorial longer. I don't know. I need to fix this 1.5 and 2, 5,000, 1,000 maybe 25. Yeah, it's fine. Let me decrease this to 1,000 only. And color and size over life. And also velocity aligned. And turn off this size non-uniform uniform random. Twenty, 10. So we have some motion here. And I can also make this color a float, then curve, Initially I want very bright color, maybe 100, and add zero point 0.5, it's 1 again, and I'll just fit this and make this curve like this. Yeah, that's it. So but else we can add here, we can add a lot of things still, and those rings not looking cool around the, but we can also rotate these rings. Like we have this ring, I will decrease spawn rate first 50 and update rotation. Wrong axis, I need to rotate on Z, and random -1 and 1. Same thing I'll duplicate here in my bigger ring, but I will decrease the rotation rate very slow. Yeah, and I'll make these rings very bright, I think. Then it will look good, I think. And also this beam will be very glowy. And then these big rings will be like 5. Yeah, yeah, this looks fine. And these rocks, I will make little desaturate. Actually, I will randomize this thing, not working this thing, and I need to reopen this engine. So save, close, save, close. Sorry for inconvenience. This tutorial is very long, but it's just, I don't know why it's taking so much time. So what I was doing in the rocks, I want random saturation. Some should be really gray. So here I will use this hue, and this will be 0. This will be minus 0.01, and some will be desaturated at all. Yeah, now there's variation. And in point light, I can now saturate it a little bit. So I think this is enough. You got the idea how to add these elements. this type of elements. I'm gonna finish this video, and thanks for watching. Keep learning, and bye bye.